They slid the papers across the mahogany table as if I were a guest, not the prey. His mother sat stiff-backed beside him, her lips thin, eyes hungry. Two lawyers flanked them, smug, certain. My husband didn't even look at me when he spoke. It's best for everyone if you just sign. I remember the way my hand hovered over the pen. I let them see the hesitation. I let them believe I was cornered. And then, calmly, deliberately, I smiled. "Funny," I said, folding my hands on the table. "I brought someone too." The room went still. They didn't know yet. They couldn't. But I did. I knew everything. I used to believe betrayal was loud. A slammed door, a screaming match, a knife in the dark. But no, it's quiet. It starts with glances not held, laughter that dies too quickly, a hand that doesn't reach for yours anymore. When we met, he was charm and ambition in human form, the kind of man who made promises as if the world would bend to fulfill them. I was young, hopeful, eager to build something with him, and for a while it felt real. Dinners that stretched into midnight talks, plans scribbled on napkins, dreams that made me believe we were partners. But love is blind until it isn't. The first crack showed when my father passed and left me the estate. Suddenly, the man who once told me we'd conquer the world together started calculating. His questions were no longer about us. They were about assets. His hand lingered too long on bank statements. His eyes scanned property deeds as though they were love letters addressed to him. I ignored it, at first, until I found the message. A thread of texts on his phone, carelessly left open. Him and his brother, plotting like vultures circling a carcass. "She won't resist, she's too soft. Mother will help. We'll get the lawyers ready." And the one that sealed it? Once she signs, it's ours. That night I lay in bed beside him. He slept peacefully, unbothered, his breath even and shallow. I stared at the ceiling and made a promise to myself. I would not cry. I would not scream. I would not give them the satisfaction of seeing me break. I would outplay them. So I planned, quietly. The next morning I made an appointment with my own attorney, then another with a forensic accountant. I handed them everything, every document, every will, every clause my father had written. My father, meticulous even in death, had seen men like my husband coming. Buried in the paperwork were protections, clauses designed to shield me, hidden locks only I had the keys to. All I had to do was wait. When he finally asked me to attend a family meeting, his tone sweet but rehearsed, I agreed instantly. He thought I was naive. He thought the word family would blind me to the ambush he was preparing. Let him. And now, here we were. The trap had sprung, just not the way they imagined. The older lawyer cleared his throat, sliding the documents closer. "If you'll just sign here, Mrs. Callahan, the transfer will be complete." I leaned forward, resting my elbows on the table, studying the papers as if they held weight. Their anticipation thickened the air. They mistook my silence for hesitation. Then I said it. Calm, almost conversational. "Funny, I brought someone too." The door opened. My lawyer stepped inside first. Behind him, a court officer, expression unreadable. A second later, the sound of a recorder clicking on filled the silence. My husband's jaw tightened. His mother shifted in her seat. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't need to. "These papers you're pushing," I tapped the stack gently, "they're worthless." My father anticipated this exact play. Every asset is locked under clauses that cannot be transferred without my explicit, voluntary consent, signed under no coercion. I paused, letting the word sink in. Coercion. Which is exactly what this meeting is. The officer placed a sealed envelope on the table.
Court summons, he said flatly. Conspiracy to defraud. Attempted coercion. Their faces drained of color. My husband finally looked at me then. Really looked. There was no anger, no passion, just the dawning realization that he had underestimated me. I leaned closer, my voice barely above a whisper, meant only for him. You thought I'd crumble. You thought you could strip me clean. But here's the truth. You never knew me. You only knew what I let you see. The rest unfolded like theater. My lawyer outlined every legal countermeasure. The officer documented every word, every attempt they'd made to corner me. The lawyers they'd brought fumbled, backpedaled, but it was too late. Their hands were dirty. When it ended, they left in silence, their empire of entitlement crumbling in real time. My husband lingered, as if hoping for a last shred of mercy. I gave him none. You once told me love was about trust, I said, gathering my papers into a neat stack. And you broke it for greed.